More problems with the affordable health care benefits. If you contacted the federal Obamacare line center this morning, you may have been told that your password for healthcare.gov needed to be reset. But officials from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services say that's not the case, but rather call center representatives were mistakenly given that incorrect information. The HHS says enrollees can continue to use their current passwords. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is demanding action from the poultry company at the center of a salmonella outbreak. The USDA blames California-based Foster Farms for the outbreak that has sickened almost 300 people in 18 states, including here in Texas. In a letter, the USDA demands the company fix the problem. Foster Farms has not issued a recall, instead says the chicken is safe. That is, if it's cooked to an internal temperature of 165 degrees.
It's National AIDS Awareness Month, a time to shed light on the disease affecting many right here in the Metroplex. According to the Dallas County Health Department, 7 out of 10 women who live in Dallas and are infected with the disease are African American. One woman knows the story all too well. She's been living with HIV for the past decade and is using her experience to share her story to help educate others.
I am Michelle Anderson, and I've been living with HIV for 15 years. I found out I was HIV positive is in April of 1999. I was 29 years old. I may have been infected at the age of 24 years old at the earliest because the person that I was in a relationship with for 2 years, I found out that he was also HIV positive. Death, humiliation, pain, just unimaginable pain. Hurt, disgusted, ashamed, and I blame myself for becoming HIV positive. And I wanted to die. I still didn't identify with it because it was still a white gay man's disease. Black folks didn't get it. At least that's what they were telling us. What I say to black women about HIV is to educate yourself on it. People automatically think that they are not at risk to becoming infected. One of the things I tell ladies a long time, well, I'm not no prostitute, I don't do drugs, but at the time, neither did I. I'm Michelle Anderson, and I am 2011 Miss Plus America. I initially went in to compete to raise awareness about HIV and AIDS, and I never thought I would win. From day one, we just clicked. See, because he understood me. He understood what HIV was. He understood the stigma associated with HIV. And so that made it just much more easier. Once I told him, he was cool with it. To be able to have love find me has completely changed my life. This is my happy ending. You don't have to assume that because somebody's positive that there's no happy ending. He's my happy ending. Hopefully one day I'll be getting married, you know, and just living my life, you know, continue advocating for women, again, whose voice aren't heard because of the stigma associated with HIV. Where I am today compared to 1999 is that I've been educated, and I realized that I'm not going to die. I don't allow HIV to control me. I control it.
Catch up on stories from the Nightcap team anytime on our website, nightcaptv.com. You can also search for our app. It's Nightcap TV. Oh my, some shakes might be worth doing away with like that one. But the post-play good game handshake, that one actually has a purpose. It's a sign of sportsmanship and discipline. But now the Kentucky High School Athletic Association has banned the post-game tradition. Why? Because fights keep breaking out after high school sports events.
You can have the first punch right here. I could eat a box of cookies for dinner if I want to. Can you do that? Oh my God!
Well, maybe not exactly like that. Since the statement came out, the association has clarified its stance. Handshakes aren't banned, but they're not advised. That is, unless there is supervision right there.
It's time to talk some weather. I'm meteorologist Kevin Roth, and we do have some active weather to talk about, especially through the panhandle of Texas. See these storms racing off to the east. This bow here, just a telltale sign of very powerful winds, 60, 70 mile per hour winds. We're not going to see this yet, but the storm system will eventually make its way into our viewing area, into the Metroplex. What we have right now are all the ingredients in place for showers and thunderstorms later. We got those temperatures nice and warm, mid-70s, a lot of humidity as well. Winds out of the south just piping in that humidity off the Gulf of Mexico. You combine those two factors, you add in a spark like a cold front, and you're going to get some storms. Just not quite tonight. We got to wait for the weekend. Tonight's still quiet, 67 degrees, your low temperature. Very warm again tomorrow, 86 degrees. And then we go from warm and sunny to warm and stormy. And that kicks off on Saturday, a 40% chance of showers, continuing into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Still have those rain chances around. Some of these storms could be strong, potentially even severe. Going to be watching it through the weekend.
Oh, yeah, especially for that game. Thanks, Kevin. Agree or disagree? It's an ad that's doing its job. That's because it's not only turning heads, but stirring up a side of controversy over how this particular church is depicting Jesus. But first,
Sweaty bodies everywhere, hands in the air like we don't care.
ever since her VMA performance, people have been talking about her, and it has nothing to do with Miley's singing ability. That is until now. You're watching Nightcap, a different kind of news.